Does the president have a sense that most of the criticism is not of leaving Afghanistan, it's the way that he has ordered it to happen by pulling the troops before getting these Americans who are now stranded? Does he have a sense of that?
First of all, I think it's irresponsible to say Americans are stranded. They are not. We are committed to bringing Americans who want to come home. We are in touch with them via phone, via text, via email, via any way that we can possibly reach Americans to get them home if they want to return home.
There are no Americans stranded is the White House's official position on what's happening in Afghanistan right now.
I'm just calling you out for saying that we are stranding Americans in Afghanistan when we have been very clear that we are not leaving Americans who want to return home. We are going to bring them home, and I think that's important for the American public to hear and understand.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Thank you, Jen. Now that you've had a few days to think about it, does this White House still think the protests in Cuba are happening because people are upset about a rise in COVID cases there, or is there some thought maybe given to the possibility that they are protesting because they are sick of communism?
Well, Peter, first I would say communism is a failed ideology. It's failed the people of Cuba. They deserve freedom. They deserve a government that supports them. The ideology of the government, which has failed, has led to a lack of access to economic opportunity, to medical supplies, to COVID vaccines. All of those pieces are true.
Where is Biden? So where is he? What is he doing to protect these people who are rising up against the leaders of this failed experiment?
First, he is certainly advocating for and speaking out as we've put out a statement. Maybe one of you will ask him a question about Cuba today. I will leave it to all of you to determine that.
Happy to ask him about it later if he calls on us. But one more. Thank you. About the vice president's trip. Why is it then that when the vice president is asked if she has plans to visit the border, she says we've been to the border, even though she has not as vice president?
Well, as the vice president, she does speak for the actions of the people in the administration. She certainly helps oversee. The assignment is to work with leaders in the Northern Triangle. She's on a trip doing exactly that, exactly what the president asked her to do.
Describe, though, you said she might go to the border. She described a trip to the border yesterday as a grand gesture. Why?
Look, Peter, again, I think her focus of this trip is on meeting with leaders. I'm sure she'll report back to the president when she returns.
The administration been spying on people's Facebook profiles looking for vaccine misinformation?
Well, that was quite a loaded and inaccurate question, which I would refute. As you know, we're in a regular touch with a range of media outlets. Let me finish. As we are in regular touch with social media platforms.
I looked this morning. There are videos of Dr. Fauci from 2020 before anybody had a vaccine, and he is out there saying there's no reason to be walking around with a mask. So is the administration going to contact Facebook and ask them to take that down?
Well, first, I think what Dr. Fauci has said himself, science evolves, information evolves, and we make that available in a public way to the American people.
But is there any concern, just because, as you've said here, and you've had people saying over the last couple of days, vaccinated people can still spread this Delta variant around? So is there concern that this President Obama birthday party might become a super spreader event?
Well, I think, Peter, the guidance is about what steps people can take when they're in public settings. In terms of what protocols they are taking, I would refer you to them, and I'm sure they can give you more detail.
People who are watching this at home and they see, well, President Obama can have a party with several hundred people. Should they think that it is okay for them to have a party with several hundred people now?
Well, we certainly advise everyone to follow public health guidelines. The former president, who is a huge advocate of getting vaccinated, of following the guidance of public health experts, would certainly advocate for himself as well.
The official White House account tweeted yesterday, the cost of a 4th of July cookout is down 16 cents from last year. 16 cents?
There has been a reduction in some of the costs of key components of the 4th of July barbecue.
So does the White House think that 16 cents off a barbecue has more of an impact on people's lives than gas being $1 more this time?
I would say if you don't like hot dogs, you may not care of the reduction of cost. You don't have to like hot dogs.
You can't buy a hot dog for 16 cents.
A reduction of. I will say that what we are most focused on is the fact that we've created now more than 3 million jobs since the president took office, and continuing to implement additional components of his economic Build Back Better agenda. Go ahead, Andrea.
Just going to switch gears completely.
Great.